We're going to ask again, Laura Wilson, why did my daughter get put into an involuntary hold, and why are you trying to make my daughter claim to be something that she's not? We all know that it's easier to try to say that somebody's incompetent so that the cops and the criminals, other than the cops that are criminals, like the politicians and even the corrupt attorneys that are court appointed, like Jansen Wilhoit, and most of all, who? Laura Wilson. Laura Wilson's from Guildhall, Vermont. She works for, well, she has her own law firm, but she also is on the Board of Appeals for the federal court, which is a violation of your rights. It's a conflict of interest, because if you have her as a court-appointed attorney and you want to appeal the case, she's on the appeals board for that. So therefore, if you've been assigned her to your case, if it was me, I'd tell that bitch to get lost. And why? Well, because I've got proof on my phone that I emailed her request and copies of everything that I filed with the court in regards to. See, she represented my daughter. Then she took my case for a moment for an arraignment against my daughter's ex, which is listed as my perpetrator in my restraining order, okay, out of Guildhall, Essex County, Vermont. So Laura Wilson was requested by her client, Brianna, which is a conflict of interest, to have her name taken out of a no contact order that Kevin had on my bail and bond conditions, okay? State's Attorney Vincent Aluzzi, another conflict of interest, yet he's refused, even though he has refused to oblige for Brianna's request, as well as mine. The court has denied us our rights. The state's attorneys are denying us our rights. TJ Donovan, the Attorney General, is denying our rights. And Laura Wilson. Now, when you are told by your client to do something or not to do something, but Laura Wilson, being the court-appointed attorney for my daughter, is trying to convince my daughter to claim insanity and have herself locked into a fucking psych ward. Again, okay? Brattleboro Retreat lied about my daughter. I have those medical reports. We brought them into a conversation and a meeting with Department of Mental Health, Northeast Kingdom Mental Health Services in Derby, Vermont, with Chris, Trish, and Desiree Leo back on January 8th of 2021. Now, it was all acknowledged that Brattleboro Retreat had lied about Brianna. Every single one of them I just named, stated, and admitted. There's no way Brianna could be diagnosed with multiple diagnoses, meaning that she's schizo or paranoid or she's this or that. After all the fucking bullshit trauma that she's been through, it's no wonder she would be paranoid. But is she any of what they said? No. Did they write lies about her? Yes. It was acknowledged and it was admitted by Northeast Kingdom Mental Health Services worker, Desiree Leo. She admitted being Brianna's witness. So why is it that Desiree Leo is playing devil's advocate? She's for Brianna, but she's against her. It's a paycheck that comes in between, right? Well, so I'm going to request that an investigation be put into that paycheck that's coming in between justice and righteous, okay? And fictitiousness. So with that being said, Northeast Kingdom Mental Health Services, as well as Laura Wilson, Esquire. She should not be an attorney, my opinion. She should not be representing anybody in a district level, because she's on the appeals level for federal, which any case that's heard in a low level case, do not ever accept it. If you are not guilty, do not plead guilty to something you're not guilty to. That's just my suggestion. In my opinion, I am not going to plead guilty to something that I did not do. I will tell you if I did something, but I'm not out here purposely breaking the law if they say I'm breaking the law. But the fact is, they broke the law, and now they're after me and my daughter. So why is it that Brianna got put into a medical hold in Rutland Regional Medical Center, shot up with medications, was so horribly mistreated, abused sexually and violently? I reported it. Bombshell evidence reported to Rutland Regional Medical Center, as well as Rutland Police Department. So what happened with that, Laura Wilson? Did you ever represent Brianna Knights properly? Are you intending to get off her case? Because I'm fully intending to file a lawsuit against you for what you've done to cause me much distress, and violation code of ethics with the Bar Association, state of Vermont, right through to federal appeals with Washington, D.C. Have a nice day.